Hello, hello! This is going to be a not with me video, which if you haven't seen one of my not with me videos before, it's basically just a time lapse of me making a bracelet, which I use as an opportunity to just talk to you, update you guys about what's going on in my life and talk about the bracelet a little bit and stuff like that. I was actually looking through my channel recently and I realized that I haven't done a proper not with me in a really long time. I did do that rainbow one a couple months back, but that wasn't a regular not with me, that was also like a thread review video. So I haven't done like a proper just sit down not with me type of video since I think 6 months ago or something like that. So I really want to start, doing these more because I used to really enjoy them. I don't know why I stopped. Oh no, I stopped because I went to Russia for a couple of months because of COVID. I had to stay there, so I wasn't able to film time lapses there. But now that I'm back, I should be doing more of them. Anyway, this is a bit of a spooky bracelet. So this is going to be my entry for the month's challenge, which technically I made this guy last month, but I'm still entering it for this month's challenge. Although don't be worried, I'm still gonna make more spooky bracelets. This isn't the only one that I'm gonna be making this month, but this is one of the submissions that I'm gonna do for my own challenge. If you want to join the challenge, by the way, you should watch my what was it, October's now, September wrap-up. You should watch my September wrap-up video. I announced the challenge in that video for the month of October. But yeah, the theme this month is spooky bracelets, obviously. So I went with this pattern. It's going to be a bunch of eyes on a background. So it's really nice. I've got, I think it's orange, yellow, and green, and all of those colors are sparkly. I'm using the Outtro Forever Simili string. So yeah, I made this bracelet in one sitting actually. I sat down and I made it in one sitting, non-stop. I don't remember what I was watching. I think I was listening to an audiobook while I was making it, but I made it all in one sitting. I did this one a couple weeks ago actually. I'm posting it now, but I made it a bit ago and I really enjoyed it. I do plan on making more spooky bracelets throughout the month. I've got my eyes set on a specific one that I'm hoping of getting done soon, so hopefully that should, grace your eyes in the month of October as well. That one is a little bit bigger though and more challenging, so it's going to take me some more time to do. This footage altogether was only 2.5 hours long and I made it in one sitting. It wasn't a 2.5 hour long sitting actually, because I had to stop somewhere halfway through this or something like that because I needed to charge my camera. But I still count it as one sitting because it was one evening. During the time that I had to charge my camera, I just ate something. So yeah, it was basically one sitting. You can see me go in with my ruler every once in a while. I'm just using the ruler to sort of straighten out the knots to make sure that the rows are still going in the sort of horizontal shape that I want. So I've sort of pushed the knots up a little bit, make sure that they're still in the right place and going in the correct way, I guess, if that makes sense. So I do that every once in a while. I also check the edges. I'm doing the straight edges technique here, so you can see that there's no bumps or ridges at the sides, but I do every once in a while check that there's no widening anywhere. It's a little bit difficult because I really enjoy the Outtro Forever Simili strings, but they are a little bit thinner than normal embroidery floss, and the knots that come out of them are a little bit smaller than the regular knots as well. So I have to make knots with the sparkly string a little bit looser and knots with the background string a little bit tighter to sort of compensate for that, to make them be the same size, because otherwise the bracelet is going to go, in a weird wobbly shape. But I find that I've been practicing alphas a lot this year. You can even see back from last year, from about a year ago, you can see that winter house alpha that I did a not with me video on as well for that. You can see that was absolutely terrible. And so yeah, I've definitely been practicing my alphas a lot this year, and I think I've gained more confidence, gained more understanding of how to make my knots. I think with normal patterns it's easier to keep your knots consistent because it's not as important, but with alpha bracelets, if you make your knots inconsistently, then you can see it better. So it's more important to keep your knots consistent in alphas than it is in normal patterns. But yeah, I feel like I've been practicing a lot this year and it's definitely helped. So I'm quite proud of where I am at the moment, and I'm quite happy with what I have been doing. Also, this is incredibly satisfying to watch. Like, I'm talking to you guys, this is obviously a voiceover, but I'm looking at the footage as I'm speaking, and oh my god, I really, really enjoy time lapses. They're so satisfying. I might even do a super sped up version of this time lapse at the end of the video so you can see how the bracelet is made like really fast. I really enjoy watching these. Every single time I'm filming a time lapse, I really look forward to watching back the footage because this is really satisfying. But yeah. I thought I'd update you guys on what's going on in my life as well. If you've been following me for a while, you know that as I mentioned this earlier in the video as well, but I am Russian, and because of COVID I had to, I didn't have to, but I wanted to go to Russia to be with my family because of lockdown. Like, I wasn't able to go outside the house, wasn't able to do anything in London, which is where I live normally, but I had to go to Russia to see my family, and I ended up being stuck there for 4 months. I was planning on going for like 2 months, something like that, but I ended up being stuck there for 4. So yeah, that wasn't fun. I managed to get back. I also recently went to Prague to visit my sister. Had to quarantine on the way back as well, so it's been a mess. But I am going to Russia again. I literally just bought the tickets a couple of minutes before I sat down to film this video. It was very spontaneous. I'm going next week. I've got 7 days left, so I'm going to be trying to get all the videos done for the month in the next 7 days while also working waitressing shifts because the restaurant's back open now from quarantine. So I'm back at the restaurant waitressing. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get the videos done for the rest of October in a week. We'll see how that goes. I mean, I also will have some opportunities to film while I'm going to be in Russia. I'm only going for 2 weeks, which is a long time, but still. I will have some opportunities to film there. I might film some videos with my cat. I don't know. But we will see. I have some plans, like, a cat chooses my colours video or something like that with the cat, because I miss her a lot and she's really cute. But I would rather get the videos prepared here so I can actually spend some proper time with my family, and my husband's there. We're long distance at the moment, if you didn't know. We're still working on getting his visa, and with COVID, it's been delayed. I don't want to talk about it. It's a mess. But yeah, I might still be able to work, but I do want to get the videos done now so I can have more time to spend with them there and not really worry about getting videos out. So we'll see if I am able to get it done. I have 7 days. I'm working 4 days out of those 7, so I have 3 full days to work on the videos, and then 4 non-full days. But thankfully I don't have to get anything else done for the trip. I'm not really taking anything with me. I'm going for 2 weeks. I have some stuff there, so I'm only really taking like a rucksack, basically like a backpack of stuff. I'm not even taking like a small bag. Anyway, we'll see. It's a very spontaneous trip. I don't even know what to expect, to be honest. I'm probably going to go there and be quarantined for 2 weeks. I'm going for 2 weeks and 1 day. I'm going to be quarantined for 2 weeks, and I'll have 1 day to do stuff, but I'll still be able to see my family and everyone, because, I don't know, just rambling thoughts. This bracelet was really fun to make. I really enjoyed it. As I said, I did make it in one sitting, and it wasn't a chore, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes if I'm filming a not with me video, sometimes by the end of the bracelet I try to push myself to finish filming so I can go and edit and get the video out faster. But this bracelet wasn't even a chore. I literally did it in one sitting. I was listening to an audiobook. I think I was watching something as well intermittently. But yeah, I didn't feel like I was pushing myself at all. I was just sort of making it and filming it at the same time, and it was good. But yeah, I don't remember what I was watching then, but if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen that I've been rewatching House MD, and oh my god, I love that show. I'm currently in the process of rewatching that. So much so, I've been rewatching it while packing my Patreon packs for the month. I sent out my Patreon packs today to, I think, 15 people total for September and October. I usually send at the end of the month, but I sent out my October packages at the beginning of the month as well. Anyway, I was packing my Patreon packages and watching House, and I now have dreams about how whenever I do something a lot, I've talked about playing Among Us a lot as well. I've been obsessed with that game. I used to get Among Us dreams, but now I'm not playing Among Us as much. I've been watching House a lot, and I get House dreams now whenever I'm trying to sleep and I'm trying to diagnose a patient or something. Anyway, I really enjoyed this bracelet. I love the sort of spooky feel to it. I think it's really cute. I'm planning on doing some more spooky bracelets throughout the month. There's a lot of patterns that people are coming up with. I log on to Bracelet Book or whatever, and I see so many spooky patterns now, and it's really, really cute. I love it when the seasons change. I'm expecting some Christmas patterns to come along as well when it's going to be Christmas time. People are so creative with the patterns that they make. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, I really like this bracelet. I definitely would recommend it. I think it's really fun. I only made this within 2.5 hours. It wasn't you don't have to do it in one sitting, but I'm just saying it didn't really take that much time. And And it's really cute, it's really fun. You can do different colors. I didn't really change the colors from the pattern. I just did the ones that were in the pattern. Obviously I made them sparkly, but you know, still the colors are basically the same. But you can do a bunch of different colors. You can even, you know, change, you can have all of them be separate colors. They don't have to be even in the same color combinations as they are in the pattern. So you can really do whatever you want with this. I think it's really cute and really fun. So I definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the close-ups of it first, and I'll show you what it actually looks like first, and then I'll show you the sped up time lapse of it. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want more content from me, you should follow me over on Twitch. I go live 2 or 3 times a week. I'll still hopefully be doing that while I'm in Russia. At least that's the plan. If you missed a live of mine but you still want to watch, I have a Masha streams channel on which I re-upload all of my Twitch streams. It's basically an archive of all of them. I'll leave my most recent one in the card and in the description. I also have a second channel on which I post wherever I want. I'll leave the most recent video in the card and in the description as well. Before I go, I want to give a special shout out to my patrons and especially my top supporters whose names are going to appear on screen right now. Thank you guys very much for your support. And if you also want to become a patron, there is a link in the description where you can sign up and get exclusive perks for your donations. But in any case, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm going to leave you with the super fast time lapse and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!